Well, I've just come for a quick chat, and if no one's there, I'll just leave it up because if anyone remembers the painting that I did of JFK Jr., water painting, like half sketch, half water paint, I have put it in a frame, a brand new frame. It looks gorgeous. I want to keep it to myself, but I actually want to sell it. And where my dad sells his, I might take it there and just see how it does. Well, that'll give me the confidence to do more stuff as well, because I do want to be selling some paintings in the new year, like this sort of stuff and other sort of stuff, whatever just pops into my head. So I thought I'd just show you where I'm getting a quick coffee. I love the white frames. It's this gorgeous frame, and I've wrote Dolly Daydream underneath 2018, very important year. And I just think it was a cute picture, so we'll see. But I think it just looks nice, just plain, just white, in a white frame, with the Tiffany blue and nothing else painted in. I think looks nice. Some people might not like it, some people might like it, but I do. And I believe, if we're a collective as well, other people will like it. Not everybody, but I'm just quite chuffed with how it looks in this frame. It would look really nice on my wall. I guess I could paint one for myself, celebrating certain things, but I do think it looks really cute. I love it. I actually love it myself. But I'm gonna see how well it does. That's where my dad sells his paintings, and just see, you never know. You've got to put stuff out there, I guess. That's what I'm trying to do. Get out of my comfort zone. So I think it's a beautiful picture because it's a beautiful person that's in the picture when he was a little boy anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of come on and just show everybody it in its frame, because obviously it looks totally different when it's in a frame. So my dad was like, get it in a frame, get it in a frame. I was like, oh yeah. And then I thought, oh, just get it in a frame. The frame was cost me a little bit. It wasn't dead dear, but it wasn't dead cheap. I didn't want a dead cheap one, but hopefully I'll make that back on the price of the painting as well. But it sets it off in a, I didn't just want to put it in a Perspex little frame. I wanted it in a nice wooden white frame, and I think it looks very nice because that's how I'd have it. And some people say, oh, you got to do things sometimes the way other people want it. No, I like them in white frames, so that's how I'm selling it. So I can see 3 people and I haven't got a clue who's there. But it's only a quick chat, literally a quick chat. I just wanted to show you that. And when I was walking out before to nursery, I was thinking about stuff, downloads, whatever you want to call them. And I was thinking about life's lessons and what you're chasing. And that will be a chat, and how you go through and how it ends up, and how it sometimes ends up not the way you think. Like I said, I will be doing some non-live chats because it's just easier, as I can't remember who commented before. Hi Mark, who commented before. Really lovely comment. I get lovely comments off people about bits of organisation, going within yourself, just I don't know, stuff. I'm very good, and I'm going to be doing a talk on that about how to look after yourself and take time out for yourself, because that's what I did the other day. And that's why I'm deciding to do a couple of videos, not live, and then a live chat so we can all chat as well, because I need to sort my matrix world out, if that's what you want to call it, the stuff that I want to do. Like I said, it's very tiring, and you have got to look after yourself. You have got to look after yourself because you can't look after anybody else, especially when all this stuff comes out, what I've been talking about recently. If you're not well yourself, like I said yesterday, if you were in a plane and it was going down, you had to get your oxygen masks on. You'd have to get yours on first before you could help anybody else. So it is about you. And people who say, oh, that's selfish, no. To be in service to others, you have to be well in yourself. So in a sense, it is a bit like, yes, you have to do things for yourself and look after yourself. But through that, it's so you can go out there to be service to others, to help others. I'm a lot into Laura Eisenhower at the minute. She's on Facebook. I didn't know she was on Facebook. Not that I wasn't into her. I've watched a lot of things with her, and stuff's resonating, which I'm going to be talking about as well, because she put things in a really good context today of what I was watching. I can't remember on what channel, but when I speak about it, I will drop that channel in there. Also, I was watching someone this morning, loads of people from the UK, I think it was on Tyler Jason, is it Jason Tyler or Tyler Jason's channel, where they were talking about things that are about to come out, you know, with stuff that I've talked about in the past that I don't go on too much about because I'm trying to do the other side of it. That's what I mean, you get shattered, and I'm getting shattered myself, putting myself out here to talk to people, so I've got to try and, it's all about balance, that's what the person said, it is all about balance. You know, and I've got to balance that. I'm not good at balancing stuff. When I'm on something, I'm on it and I have to get it out. But I know I need to learn, one of the things is balance. So I'm well enough to come on here to talk to you lot. 11 111. And they were also talking about, you know, giving, and they were talking about the homeless on the street. And some were saying, oh yeah, you know, help the veterans on the street. It's not just help the veterans, it's help everybody on the street. And it made me think like this woman, these girls, I've not seen them before and I think they're doing a great job, you know, even just baking cakes, or someone was giving them tobacco, because I do see a lot of people saying, oh yes, but they're on the streets because they've got a drug addiction and you're just feeding the drug addiction. Well, don't give them money, give them food, give them clothes, give them scarves and hats. It's cold out there, because you've got to remember, they've had their demons, if that's what you want to call it. They've been going through stuff. How do you not know they're going through this stuff and they can never get it out, and things have happened? They're unfortunate, and they've got on some, yes, some of them are on drugs and stuff and they drink because that's the only way they can cope with it, because they can't, they've got no support. We know that the system is not supporting people properly. So it did make me think, oh, maybe I need to go and buy some, if I could knit them I could, I mean I can knit, but I can't knit gloves and things. I would, exactly, because they're trying to take themselves out of the, people on street drug addiction things, are trying to take themselves out of, well, a bit like out of body experience, if you get what I'm saying. They don't really want to be there, but they've got to find out that you have to go in with yourself, and you can help yourself, but the system's wrong. People aren't, yeah, I agree. Exactly. People, there isn't a system out there helping people. Tommy Robinson did something the other day on, he was talking about the veterans. If you watched the video, I didn't catch it where they were there, but they had that building where they could house people. There's loads of empty buildings around, they could house homeless people, but they're not doing it. And people would go down there and cook and give their time to people. They would do that. We would do that. But no, that's what I see in the future. I think that will happen because this vibe's coming out. This is what I'm trying to talk about. But also I was thinking, oh, maybe me and my sister need to like just make some cakes, you know, make some cakes. It's just a little gift. I know someone might think that's not a lot, is it? Well, I'm not a millionaire, do you know what I mean? But baking some cakes or something like that, that they can eat it. It's showing people that people care. I'm going to get upset. I'm going to, got that emotional thing coming in. That people care about people and they're not getting left behind, because I think this is the way the world's going to go. More and more people are going to start realising we need to help others, even if it's a tiny little bit of help, like that one woman said she was giving her tobacco away to people. That's what keeps them warm on the streets and happy. Do you know what I mean? So I love baking. That is a wonderful idea. Yeah, these girls were doing it and I thought, well, I've been baking little cupcakes, maybe I could bake bigger ones. You know, it's not going to cost me the earth, but to go out in the streets and give it to someone, I know it's not, some people might think it's not much, but like maybe collecting, going in charity shops and getting hats and scarves and gloves, that's not going to cost a lot if it's in a charity shop, and giving them out. It's freezing out there, people. So now I'm thinking, I think I need to go and ask my sister if we should do that, because yeah, to get to if you want more abundance and wealth in your life, you need to give it out and you need to give it back. So people need to start thinking about those little things. You're all nice and warm in your home. What about those people? The government needs doing something. They need to open these derelict buildings up. There's buildings there that are going to shit. Nice buildings. Why can't they put a scheme up to help people? Why can't they let them be in the building? Even if it's just, well, they should have electricity, water, free energy and all. Yeah, they should have all that, but just to get them off the streets until they're warmer. There's buildings all over not being used. We know why, but do you know what I'm saying? So it made me think about that today. Really did make me think about that. Obviously, because we're coming up to Christmas. Christmas is a time for giving and that. So what have you got that you could give? Have you got, there's me thinking, old clothes. I've not got warm clothes, me though. Old clothes you take to the charity shop. Could someone use them on the street? Have you got lots of scarves that you collect? Could you give them to somebody on the street? Royal places, lime empties. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's loads of places they could give to people to sleep, even if they weren't functioning properly with heating and stuff for now, but it at least would get them off the streets where they're a little bit drier and a little bit warmer. But this is what needs to happen, and people they need to start having electric and stuff. I mean, if the government, if they're getting out like solar panels, why can't they have a place where has solar panels in it, so it makes it cheaper for them people? So it's just somewhere they're not using the system. It's somewhere where they can go, where they can get back on their feet. Someone put a lovely picture up the other day on, I don't even know when it was on Facebook, where someone had put a card up saying, I need money to get a shirt and tie for an interview. Some people will snub that. And he went, he only needed £25. That's not all. It's not a lot to some people. It was a lot to him. He couldn't afford it. He was on the streets. He managed to get that money. He said, I'm not a bum. I'm not on drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. I just need a second chance. To get that money, to get them clothes, to get to that job so he can sort his life out. And he got that money. But some people, snooty people, will look at that person on the street like, oh, they're only doing it. I've had people like, they're only doing it because they want it for drugs. They're not all like that, and you shouldn't think that about the people who are. They're there for a reason, and they've not had the support. So, do you know what I'm saying? So I was just thinking about that today. Yeah, exactly. Our priorities are all wrong, and that's why I'm saying last night is 17 again, is that's why this channel I want to be focusing more on the spiritual stuff, our souls, because the other stuff I call it outward, even though it's happening and it's great. And I still will be reporting on this, the picture that I've put in a frame to sell, is brilliant. I think also, I think in the new year, maybe some pictures I could do, and if I get a good amount of money off a picture, I could use that to buy stuff, more stuff. This is just coming in my head now, to maybe take things to the food bank and things for people on the streets, hats and scarves and stuff. Thank you, because, I mean, I'm not rich, I struggle, but I'm better off than some people, if you know what I mean. I have days where I'm skimping around with food and I'm looking in my cupboards thinking, God, what we're going to eat today? But I'm in a better place than some are. I can still go to bed at night in a warm house. So that's what I'm thinking of. And that's why I'm saying everyone's got to look at things in a different light and not just keep looking at yourself all the time. That's what it's about. That's what I believe the Ascension's about. Sorry, I'm getting upset because I get emotional about everything. And someone's, you get people saying, oh, your emotions aren't good. Yes, they are. That's what they've been trying to take away, because if I didn't have emotions, I wouldn't want to do this. And that's what people need to start waking up to. I'm not crying because I'm upset. It's just, I just get emotional. I've always been like this. And I will take my power back, and I will not be told off anybody about my emotions. Oh, you're weak and all this. I'm not weak. I'm strong. Very strong. That's another story I'll talk about. Yeah, we all have emotions. That's why they work on our emotions in a certain sense, to get us to do other things that we know about on that stuff I've talked about. But also we need emotions because you need empathy, people. You haven't got empathy. Jesus Christ, what have you got? You know what I mean? You're not going to have no feelings for anyone. You just are going to walk past someone on the street and not give a toss. And even if you've got 10p in your purse and that's all you've got, you can give it them. But some people won't be bothered because they think people are below them. God forbid they ever fall in that place, People have done that. They've gone round on YouTube and they've done that thing where they pretended to be somebody on the street, haven't they, and seen how people react. It doesn't always. I got laughed at because I got him. I get laughed at all the time because I'm emotional, but you do work off your emotion. That's why I said the other day, it's not always hate when you're saying something to someone. It's just you've got compassion. Also, there's them videos going around of free hugs. I think that's a brilliant idea as well. I might have to look into that. I just think it's cute. Hi. So I just thought I'd come on for a quick chat. I was just absolutely chuffed with my picture in the frame. I just think it looks cute in this new frame. I just think it looks really nice. Little John. He's got a little house now. He's got his little frame, which I just went and got and stuck it in there and thought, yes. So I am thinking about all them sorts of different things. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to try and sell it because that'll get my confidence up with my art as well. And also, maybe there's some things I can make sometimes and I can sell it and I can use that money to go and get bits and bobs for people who are homeless, you know, like scarves and even if it's from the charity shop, scarves and gloves. I did make don't think, is this, I think I've got the wrong one. Where is it? I did make an adult one of these. I can make these, I can't make gloves, but if I did a thicker one, I could do some lady ear warmers, you know, and stuff like that for people on the streets. But I was just thinking about that while I was walking around out before getting this frame, because I always think more things come to me more when I'm out in nature, because that's one of the biggest things we are ascending back to, because I'm going to be doing a chat on what I think the ascension is, my opinion. Yes, your little John is very nice. Yes, thank you for your comment before, because it is all going back to Gaia, people. Gaia. But yeah, and I'm still aching, my body's still aching, my knees are aching, I can't bend down, I'm finding it hard to stand up, like when I'm on the floor, it's like I'm being attacked or something by negative energies. I'll talk about that again. But yeah, the weather forecast, yeah, it was just chucking it down before. It was drizzly, and then I've just got in, though it doesn't bother me because I've got my big green coat, remember, with a big hood where I feel like an elf in it, and a guy walking down the street, an older gentleman, a bit like a businessman, never seen him before, said hi, and I was like, hi, and I was a bit taken back because I thought, oh my God, someone smiled and said it to me first before I said it to them, and I was like, took me back a bit, I was like, hi, and I had the big green hood up, so yeah. And also, there was 2 vans that made me laugh, because I look at different things when I'm walking about. One van was a Sky van. I haven't got Sky, but the picture on the side of it that I've not noticed before was a Stormtroopers, if anyone's seen it, you know, like all over the van. I was like, oh, Star Wars. Not been talking about that recently, have I? And the next one I saw was, I love this one, talking about Gaia. And I did mention hummingbirds the other week, and it was just a massive picture of a hummingbird, because I always think you get messages in different things. You know, it can be a picture of something in the street, and I was like, oh, yeah. Been talking about the stars and space and stuff like that, and I've been talking about Gaia, and there's a big picture of a hummingbird, which I will be doing a picture of a hummingbird. I want to do a painting of a hummingbird. I believe like hummingbird, think humming, vibrations of the earth, humming, you know, vibrations of the earth are coming back. Gaia's here, Gaia's coming, she's coming. Seeing The Simpsons, what? Yeah, the Stormtrooper one looked awesome. Yeah, it does look awesome. I was like, oh, Stormtroopers. When I go to B&M's and places like that, they got the big Darth Vaders and Stormtroopers they had last year. They got another one. I had a picture taken one last time. I get very excited when I see the Star Wars stuff. I'm like, woohoo, Star Wars. Now, you must remember this Christmas, apart from other things that I believe are going on this Christmas, if E.T.'s on, you got to watch it and think of me, because I will be watching it, crying my eyeballs out, because I watch it every year. There's also a story I will be bringing up about, I've talked about before, Valiant Thor. Wonder why I always loved the Thor movie. Valiant Thor, and a film based on a true story called The Strangers to the Pentagon or something, which Laura Eisenhower was talking about. If you don't know who Laura Eisenhower is, Eisenhower's great granddaughter, you know, the president, what did he see? E.T.'s and stuff like that. E.T.'s my favourite. I've got earrings from when I was little with E.T.'s on. I've shown them before. It's based on a true story, E.T., of what was it, the Area 51. If anyone's read Behold the Pale Horse, and you can get you can get it on YouTube, Behold the Pale Horse, you want to listen to that, what an eye-opener that is. Eisenhower's granddaughter, listening to her, oh my God, she's brilliant. I have listened to her before, but I've been re-listening to her, taking bits that resonate with me, because everyone's awakening is different. Sparkly hands again last night. I think it seems to be when I'm happy. So, should do a group ET. Yeah, we should do a group ET viewing, shouldn't we? Yeah. With all this stuff going on, if anyone's in the UK, we might have to do a meet-up in summer or something, just because obviously the weather will be better and it's easier to, you know, do stuff. Would be great, you know, when all this stuff comes out. But like I said, I'm going to be doing some recorded videos. I've got a talk on, what did I write down before? because I'm so disorganised. And that's what I was saying before to somebody in chat before. Disorganised. I am not an organised person. Just to see state of me crafting. I think people who craft, your table's always a mess when you craft, but because I have different ideas. But I always used to think, I need to be more organised. I mean, I do a bit, but in a sense, I think I'm not organised because I don't like control of even myself, if you get what I'm saying. But I do need a little bit of balance because I need to balance everything out. Hi, Fifth World. I'd love to meet you, Dolly, but I'm up in Glasgow. Oh, are you? Never been to Scotland. Don't want to do a meet up. See you enough. Oh, thanks, AJ. You do really. You never know, but it would be good, wouldn't it? It'd be fun. Maybe we could all go camping under the stars. No, it'd be funny. A night out. But bye, Mark. I know, I've seen stuff of Scotland and that. My dad goes walking up there. He's done the big trek on the, whatever it's called. He said I could go with him, so I might end up going on a hike. I just need to get some hiking boots. I haven't got any hiking boots. I don't even know how much they are, but I like hiking. Yeah, camping in yeah. As long as you're warm in a tent, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Last time I went camping with an ex, we always went in winter, and I always ended up on a blow-up bed, and it always popped, and I ended up on the floor. Oh, it was freezing. It's freezing. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say, really, is I'm going to be doing chats on more of the soul-searching, spiritual stuff. Dolly's in a tent. Yeah, in my own little tent. Yeah, we could all be doing with being a tad more organised. That's what I mean, because through being organised, I'd have more time to do my outer stuff and my inner stuff, because that's what I'm doing as well, spooning. Yeah. My inner stuff, because that's the biggest thing at the minute, is you've got to go within, and that's the videos that I'm going to be talking about. And it's not for everybody, it's just the way I'm doing it, you know? Everybody's different. Even with the chakra things going on, they've been opening up to me without even meditating, even though I've been trying to do it. Yes, there's my dad, West Highland Way, 3rd time next year. So I might be coming with your dad. I just need to get myself some hiking gear, boots even. Dad, I've done it. What do you think? I've put it in a new frame and I think it looks very cute. I've put Dolly Daydream 2018. I will bring it to your gallery. But I think it looks very cute. Just plain and simple. Just the blue. I'm going to be doing more pictures like this. Not a John, but like simple. See, it was just a sketch that I did quick and, you know, for that day. So it's got good vibes on it, people. That's truly spectacular. Thank you, Fifth World. Yeah, Fifth World, I've been watching Laura Eisenhower. I have seen her before. She just blows me away with stuff. It's exactly how I think. Because my dad thinks, I ring my dad up and go, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, I don't really know about that. I'm like, I do, because I've been down every rabbit hole. And one thing I will say about Laura Eisenhower, she says what I says. She believes anything and she can just be neutral, but sort of believe, you know, like whatever. Like I've said, if this all turns out to be a joke, then I'll be like, right, okay. If Q turns out to be a big deceiver, I'll be like, okay. If aliens or anything else turn out to be one big hoax, I'll be like, okay, you got us. You did a good job. Whatever, because, you know, I'm just open to everything. So I think the more you're open to, at least, you know, if something great happens, it's like brilliant. And then if we've all been like, then it's like, okay. But at least I sort of went there and tried to research instead of just believing the television. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, you go researching and people think they know it, but it doesn't mean just because you're following someone who you think's fantastic that they absolutely know everything, because I do believe everyone does it their own way. You can't say, oh, you must meditate every day with a one candle in a darkened room, and that's how I did it, and I did this and I did that. It's like, no, you do it the way that feels right to you, because meditating comes through different ways, I believe. Everybody's different. Like, I feel quite uncomfortable sitting down cross-legged, meditating. I have to have something behind my back. It hurts. But now I've got really bad knees. Oh, Chris. Guess what, Fifth World? She actually mentioned, Laura Eisenhower, if anyone's onto this, and I know you are, about the Ascension crystalline body. Not like we're flying off anywhere, but just, it's all about energy. And she was saying about chakras and open up, and about getting really achy on your knees and on your lower back and other hips. That is exactly where I'm achy. Hips, lower back, my knees. I can't bend down properly. If I get on the floor, I have to sit sideways, and I find it really difficult to get up. And my son's even laughing at me now, and that's over the space of 3 weeks, and I'm getting like that thing in my fingers again. Yeah, gotta go. Bye, Dad. So she was saying stuff, and I was like, that's what I've been having with the glittery palms as well. And I seem to notice that more when I'm vibing on a high vibration. But also she said some really, I resonate with her because she said stuff as well about like, you know, it's not about silly little things you do. Like people say, oh, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. Oh, don't swear or don't do this. Like you've got to be good, 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 good. Like you're an ascending master. It's like, no, you've got to be true to yourself. You've got to be true to yourself, what you truly are. I swear, I swear. I'm not going to say I don't now and again. Like T. Taylor said she does. Something comes out of my mouth. It doesn't mean, oh my God, don't swear, or you're not going to get to this and that there because you swear. It's not about that. It's about what you're really doing. Be your true self. What intentions are you trying to put out there? What am I trying to put out there? What am I trying to give people? I know what I'm trying to give people. Well, yeah, there's that as well. It's all the yeah. It's all the going within and looking after yourself. Like I said, Trinity, mind, body, and spirit, they've all got to work together. And we gradually leave that. That is a talk I'll be doing that I've just thought about when I was in the street and I was having a conversation with myself, if you know what I mean. And thought, I'll write about that when I get in, and I will do a chat on that. So, like I said, I'll sit in the garden is where I think more. And that was something I wrote down the other day when thoughts were coming in. And I've got a few more. So, and about Kundalini, what I believe Kundalini is, because I used to get confused with it and now I understand it. So, but I'll be putting my thoughts, and it doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's the way it's your reality, the way you see things, and easy to digest in different words. I get confused sometimes when people use big words and stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't understand what that is. But when you get taught a different way, you're like, oh, yeah, well, why didn't you just say that then, Yeah, I gave so many homeless people yesterday. Good, brilliant. But I'm definitely going to ring my sister up and see, when I've not got my son, obviously because it'll be easier, especially if it's raining and it's freezing, if my sister doesn't bake, so I can bake, she can help me. See if we can get a bit of money together just to get some hats and scarves. Because I went out the other day and I was like, oh, I haven't got my gloves, it's freezing. Charity shop the other day had a box of scarves and stuff. So, yeah, if I can do something like that and go to my town or city and just give who I can stuff, it's not all this, oh, don't be giving, they might be doing this or that. We'll give them something to wear or something to eat, just something so they know people give a shit, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to ring my sister up because my sister is like me. We're both like that. She always gives money to the homeless, whatever change she's got in her purse. I never have any change in my purse because I never have much money, but I can bake, I can see, I need to learn how to crochet more because I can do little things that I'm learning, just like little things. I could knit some scarves because that's pretty a straight line really, and I can knit things. So I thought I could. They have wool in charity shops, you see. I forgot donated wool. I could make some scarves as well. That'd keep me busy over winter. Like I said, I can listen to things on YouTube. I'm trying to pull myself away a little bit, but I do listen to music on YouTube, so I do use it for good things. Like I will listen to like it as a something in the background while I'm listening to people, but I'm always crafting. So, there's lots of things I just need to get my bum into gear with, and that means not coming on here, like I was, getting a bit organised with it. So you know what days I'm coming on, so it's easy for you when you know what days I'm coming on. Like if I say, 2 days a week I'm just doing recorded videos, and then one day a week, or if I come on for something, it'll be where we can all get together and have a chat. At least you know when I'm coming on, it's organised, I'm a bit organised, so I get time to do my stuff I'm supposed to be doing in the stuff that I want to do, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so sad that we have homeless people. It is, and they don't have that much support. Totally, that's why I've come to believe everything I have. There's no denying it after all. So many yeah, and that's what I mean about when no one can tell you something's wrong if you're experiencing it. In fact, it doesn't matter what someone else's experience on here and you're saying, well, I didn't experience that, it's wrong, you should be doing this. It's like, no. I think everyone goes through it the way they understand it, and we're all in unity. We're all coming into unity. We're all one. We're all the same consciousness, but we're all uniquely different as well. So you will pick it up the way you can process it easier, because it might come in and you might not recognise the signs. So it'll have to hit you in a way that you're going to digest it, if you know what I mean, because that's just how it is. Yeah, well, that's why you two, the Fifth World and T Taylor, I'm like, whoa! And then go and listen to Laura Eisenhower, and she's actually on The Edge of Wonder. The two guys on it are brilliant. If you go down their video, she's on there talking about her grandfather and stuff, and the way she talks about Gaia, Mother Earth energies coming in. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. I always resonate. You know, sometimes there's people who say, oh, I don't believe she said that little bit. Yeah, maybe not, because we don't know absolutely everything. There's twisting everywhere. It's all, but I do believe, you know, it is to do with getting the energy back, the earth energies coming in. This is what we should be helping, is Mother Earth and the life that's on Mother Earth, animals, us, everything else, and other things that are all part of us. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so water training class. What's water training? You can't put a porta potty. Oh, hi. Have you tried Vivo for music? Yeah. Hello. So, yeah, and that's what I mean. I've been getting on with my next bag. You know, this alien-looking one. It's not alien. It's just going to be, she's got a star. She'll have a third eye. You know, some people might probably do it's evil. You know, like my cards were evil yesterday because it was so evil. It said happiness. It's not. It's more about opening your third eye to what's around us. Stop using these, and we need to use them as well. So that's going to be my second bag. My first bag's done. I need to get to grips with all my artwork, and that's why I said I need to become a bit more organised. Even though I really hate being organised, because to me it's always been a bit of control, even though it's for me. If anyone gets what I'm saying, it's like I just go with the flow, get distracted and do other stuff, and then I think I need to be a bit more balanced in that area, but not overly like organised, you know, where people I'd have them before, they don't work, you know, like an organisation diary. I want to do it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to be good and do it every day, and then you get a bit naffed off of yourself if you don't tick off that list. And I think, well, as long as you can get maybe a little bit done on the list, it doesn't matter. Don't beat yourself up about it. That's what I'll be talking about as well, is don't beat yourself up about things that don't get done. You know, old clothes, food. Yeah, old clothes, food. My fave bag you've done. Which is your fave bag? I've done this one. This one's ready to go. It just needs ironing. You know, because obviously it's a bit crumpled where I was sewing. Keep dreaming, keep believing. It's got love on it. It's got a little dolly sign thing on the back. These will get better and better because obviously these were my first go, and I did manage to get a little bit of paint on the bottom, but I'm still going to sell it like that because I just see it as organic. You know, it was part of when I was painting. If anyone's like, oh, it's got a bit of paint on it, but that's just what happened, because this really is probably be one of the best bags, if you know what I mean, because it was one of my first bags, and I think for a first attempt of never doing this before, stitching or anything, I think, you know, but you only get better. Be best, like, what's she called? Melania Trump says, be best, as someone said before, be your best you can be. In a higher positivity, just put that together. Simply the best, down, 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 better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I had. Sorry, that just came into my head. Tina Turner, woo! I feel like getting high heels on now. I'm going, simply the best. Yes, be the best you can be, simply the best. Exactly, and don't let anyone tell you any different. This is what it's all about. Them energies are coming in to try and tell you you can't do this. You're this, that and the other. Like what happened yesterday. I think Fifth World was in yesterday when that person was saying your cards are bad, this, that and the other. I just threw it back in the face and was like, woohoo, let's get the cards out, woohoo. Yeah, it is a roller coaster, woohoo. Anyone comes in today, I'll be going, you know what? those that come in and say things like that, negativity, I'll just be like, do you know what? You've just reminded me that I am a powerful person, because you're trying to tell me something. You're trying to bring me down. It ain't going on. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to pull a card now because I feel like it before I go. Because I haven't had my dinner. So, oh, by the way, people, I did pull a card yesterday. I moved from the chair, and this card was underneath. You know, when I was pulling cards yesterday, and guess what? This is what this says to me. What I was talking about, and I was moving away from the outward stuff. I don't mean I'm moving away from Q, because I'll still reporting on JFK Jr. and things as they come out. But trying to do the inner stuff with people is because it's all the same. Do you know what I mean? It's all the same. This was under the chair. Show your support. Well, show your support to Mother Earth, because we are all connected. We are all connected. See the little fairy? That's the elements: earth, air, fire and water. Our earthly elements of what we are as well. Like I said before, when people get offended by the star, when it's upside down, yeah, they call it the devil and all that. When it's the right way up, because they invert everything, remember, when the right way up and that they have the point at the top, that means spirit. But the 4 points of the other points on the star are earth, air, fire and water. The point at the top is spirit, because that's what we're coming into, that's what we're working with. But when they tip it the other side down, we know what they do, because they do that with the cross as well, people, if you get what I'm saying. So it is about coming back, ascending. I'm not talking about ascending like I'm flying up somewhere. I'm talking about ascending in energy, positivity and love. But we are bringing all this back. So you need to start showing your support to Gaia, because I believe once that energy hits the earth, which it's doing anyway, things will start to change. But I will talk about that again. Also, I pulled a card this morning in the little shadows and light, because that's what there is, isn't the shadows and light? And this looks a bit voodoo in blue. It's called Back Off. Back Off. And I'm going to read this out before I go, because I thought it was very going with the theme, as in I'll just tell you now. I'll read this and then I've got to go without no dinner, because I hate when it's half day nursery, because I've got to go out again. How pathetic. But anyway, no time. So this is Back Off. I just want to read you, because this is what I thought of yesterday when I got people in going on about the card. So this is what this card said. So I'll just read it out before I go. So it says, this fairy is letting you know that it's time to back off from a person or a situation that is not in your best interests, and that you may need to be brave and stop being so welcoming. I do that, of what you actually do not want. So this blue fairy, see, she looks a bit angry. She's like, yeah, she's a voodoo. What you actually don't want. So this blue fairy waving her voodoo doll is letting you know very clearly that you now must tell someone to take a step back. You know you have been overriding your instincts with what seems rational, with misguided desire to help and befriend someone who may not be particularly good for you, because some people act like they're good and they're not. You know, they're trying to get in for other reasons. Voodoo in blue doesn't mind if she looks a bit nasty when she gives off the back off message. Sometimes you've got to be like that, because you can't let people invade your energy, because they will take it from you. They will take it from you. Rather hang on, I'll come in chat in a minute. Yeah, never let anyone pull you down. Right, and I've done it before, done it a lot. That's what I'm learning as well. Rather, she was loud and clear, and that the person pushing her buttons leaves quickly. So she wants you to start trusting your instincts, to start valuing being honest above being nice. That's what I was talking about the other day. It's not always about being nice. We know you've got to be nice and kind, but it's about being honest, being your true self. So if I get a bit, something sometimes, yeah, you hear me. I'm like, no, I'm not angry. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you how I feel. This is the truth, and I'm going to stand in my light and say it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be honest above being nice. You do feel like you need to stay away from someone, and to tell the person clearly to stay away from you. And a voodoo in blue stepping forward to speak with you confirms that your hunches have been ever so right. Voodoo in blue speaks. You are doing so well right now. Now, this is what makes me laugh. You are doing so well right now. No, I know you hear the fairy. This isn't just me saying this message is for me. It's for you lot as well. I pull it for you lot as well. You are doing so well right now that you may begin to attract some attention from people who are quite simply opportunistic. I can't say it. That's like yesterday. That's what I'm saying. When you shine your light bright, you will get them energies that want to bring you down. And you've just got to stay back up. Yeah, standing up for yourself. And you are being kind. And you are being kind and wishing to help. And so I am going to step in and give you a very clear warning. I don't mind if I look like the bad guy. What matters is that you get the message. Time to do a little stay away magic. And while I won't be sending them bad thoughts, after all, there are no pins in my voodoo doll. If you take my advice, you won't be asking them to come around for tea anytime soon. Your feelings are right on this one. You know what to do. Don't get involved and don't be bullied. Don't be bullied. Take your power back, people. You may have to snarl too a little bit to get them to stay away. That's like the film, Stay Away Magic. That's like the film Labyrinth, one of my favourite films. At the end, she says, "You have no power over me," and then it shatters, done it, and all the illusion, which reminds me of what's happening with elites right now because people are starting to see things. They have no power over our sovereignty. Do you know what I mean? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, so don't let them have the power. And your energy. You need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not like them. You are not welcoming them. And you need to be very clear and straight about that. Despite all your desires to be loving and a loving person, detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much grief by asking whatever and whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you before the moment. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first. But if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say, away. Stop being so nice that you and stop being so nice that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. Banishing time. Boom. Do you know what I mean? If you're around anyone that's pulling your energy down, making you feel crap, this, that, then just walk away. Tell them, no, not having it. Nope. No. Don't have to be around them, people. You don't have to be around them. That's why I think this path's very hard, because you can lose friends, or friends don't want to be around you, and you can become a bit of a hermit for a little bit because you start realising stuff. Yes, be gone. So this is the sort of things I want to be talking about, because I do think I've gone through the dark night of the soul, and probably still am, but I do want to talk about all these things because me talking helps other people, as people have told me, and it's beautiful. And I do what I say go over to Dave. You know Dave who comes in, Dave Maud, is it? I can never say his second name. Maud. Go over to his channel. He's got beautiful songs up. He said I inspired him, and he I think it was Fields of Gold on, and said I inspired him with that one. And I went over last night. God, he's such a good singer. But go over there and sub him, support him. He's doing it because he loves it. He shouldn't care if anyone comes on and says he's rubbish, or you get the trolls in because they're jealous. He's got an amazing voice. The songs are beautiful. And I was like, go. If that's what makes you happy and your soul shine, you don't care. You don't let anyone bring you down. On here, if you want to do something on YouTube, do it. Doesn't matter what the haters say. You do what you love, because that music, what he's singing, especially that song as well, was so lovely. I was like, oh, but the music he's doing, he's really good at singing. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. So, yeah, boom. So, how appropriate. What's appropriate? What I'm talking about. So, that was just funny how I pulled that card out. Yeah, Dave, Fields of Gold, he was singing. He's got a beautiful voice. So, you need to go and check his channel out and sub and support him. Listen to his songs. They are really good songs. So, this is what I mean about doing the stuff you love. So, that's why I've got to drop a little bit more on YouTube, but I'm going to think about the days I'm going to come on and stuff, but I just thought I'd come on quickly now to show you the John picture, and just to get that out of my system, and I think I'll most likely see you tomorrow, but I'm going to see you tomorrow with I don't know if it'll be live or not, but I'll be giving you dates that I'm deciding to do now, like some pre-recorded and then live, so we can drop in and all talk to each other. I've noticed a drop in my... I don't know what you mean, Callum. It's like I said before, though, remember, people have different ways of coming to the light and stuff, So, yeah, there's lots of things. So I've got to go because I've got to run off to school. I thought I had enough time to get me my dinner, but I haven't. So I'll have to have it when I get in, and I'll have to have tea later on, or maybe I won't even be hungry because I've noticed I'm getting less and less hungrier. Like I'm not eating as much as I used to. I'm just like, I don't really feel hungry that much like I used to. Hi from Central Coast. Well, I'm going now, so you might have to go back to the beginning, but that's all I wanted to say. So I'm going to try and think about what days I can come, but it's more about our soul and our ascension and Gaia and all that good stuff. So, and then the big things that do come up on certain things, like, I will be talking about, but basically I need to get my stuff done as well. You're dropping resistances because you're not by me. Yeah, so yeah, all take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon, and keep shining your light, people, whatever way that is, because we all do it different. I believe I'm doing it on air. Other people do it in different ways. We're all one, but we're all uniquely different in that sense as well. So don't be upset if you're thinking, well, I can't do that, or I'm not getting that, or blah, blah, blah. Everyone gets it in a different way. Yes, you do help, Callum, but sometimes I really don't know what you're going on about because I don't think you explain yourself properly sometimes. But, that's why I'm trying to say we all hear people differently and all that. So what the hell's that? Oh, sorry, I fixed my doorbell the other day and it's playing Christmas tunes, and it was just someone, I didn't answer the door, we just went upstairs and looked out the window. It's someone's flogging, they flog stuff at the door, but I don't do all that. So I'm like, no. So, yeah, that's the good thing, Fifth World. That's what I'll be talking about as well. I try and help people, but at the end of the day, like I said before, and I said yesterday, and I said at the beginning of this, it's about helping yourself, because people, it's hard. Like, I don't say listen to me or believe me. People only want to hear what they want to hear because everyone goes through it differently. And the main person you've got to help is yourself, so you're there to help others. And because people see things in different ways, they think their ways particularly right, when we're all going to get there in the end, but we go through it in a different way. That's how I see it. But it is all about us going within ourselves, which I know you've tried to say, and they'll get there in the end. We're just doing it a little bit quicker than some, and some are already there. I know that. And some are getting there, and it is hard to see, I guess, if you're a bit more forward when other people are coming on board and you're like, oh, but you can't really push them in a sense because they have to go through it. They have to go through the dark night of the soul, whatever you want to call it. They have to go through Kundalini, or whatever you want to call it, energy sources and energies moving about and this, that and the other. You sort of have to, that's why I say to people, I find out a lot of stuff because I'm researching all the time. I watch stuff, but you also have to go and research stuff and find out what you think's real, because, like I said, no one can tell you any different. If you're experiencing something, no one can tell you any different. Like, that's not true, or you didn't see that, or that isn't happening to you. It's like, you're not experiencing it. I am, but we all experience it together, and I'm experiencing some things that some people are on the same experiencing some things, but maybe other things will be different. Why are these people still knocking at the door? Oh my God. They knock at the door, and then I've just walked and walk off, and then they come back again. I'm not opening the door. I am not opening the door. And I've got to go and get ready to go out now. So I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you, Fifth World, and I will see you soon. I've got to go. Bye.